Hello YouTube, it's me again, Nikki Loves Locks. How happy am I today? I've had 2 coffees already and it's not even lunchtime. It's simply magnificent. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Nikki. This is Nikki Loves Locks. Yes, you can tell I've had coffee because I'm a bit all over the place. But anyway, I promised in my last video that you would see some of my jewellery collection. Now, I'm just going to say this. Today I'm going to show you some watches. I do not buy incredibly expensive watches. I don't have the money. But I'm going to show you some of my favourite watches. Now, spoiler alert, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 watches, and I'll tell you which are my favourites out of these. They're mostly mid-range companies or lower than mid-range. One is very much, I would say, a look-alike dupe that I got for my Christmas. And it kind of went viral because it looks like a very expensive watch. But anyway, let's get ready to get going. But if you're new here, thank you so much for joining me on my channel. And I'll show you these watches on as well if I can today. So this is watch 1. What does that remind you of? It's Seconda. Hopefully that's made it out there. I fell in love with this before the rest of the internet did, because to me it was an absolutely beautiful gold watch that was quite plain, and then when I looked at it again I realised, my word, that looks very much like a watch from Cartier. Now, what I love about this watch, I've got a small wrist, so you were able to take your own links off. That's important to me. I've taken multiple links off, and there you can see, hopefully see. You have to get in weird contortions on the link on YouTube, but yeah, that's it on. I just love the fact that it's simple, it's classic, it doesn't look too showy, and if I'm wearing that, I feel fabulous. So that's watch 1. Pretty much most of the rest are from the same designer. Anyone who watches my channel regularly, please excuse this seat. It sounds like I'm farting or something. It's just a really squeaky seat, I promise. But anyway, let's go to the next one. So, this is a different brand. But one of my favourite things about Coach is tea roses. Hopefully you can see that really well. Again, it's a simple design. It needs a new battery, but I'll take it to Timpson's if you're in the UK and you need a watch battery replaced. Go to Timpson's, simply because you can buy one that's a lifetime guarantee. You just have to keep your receipt safe. So anyway, that's it on. I think it's an absolute beauty, just a little classic, and I love the fact that it's a leather strap. So that's watch 2. That was more like a casual watch that I would wear. I do have one other that I wear a lot, and it's just a simple Betsey Johnson plastic one, and it's really fab. It's really cool print and I love it, but I thought I would show you ones you guys might be more interested in. So the next one, again, I'm sorry, I got for my 50th birthday. It should be no surprise to anyone who watches my channel regularly to know I love Fendi. What I love about this is this Selleria stitching. It's a Fendi Selleria. I also love this mother of pearl dial. I also love the fact that we've got silver and we've got gold. Now my wedding ring, engagement ring, etc. are gold, so for me it was important that they were able to match. But I also love the fact that it's mixed metals on it. I think when you see this on, this is just chef's kiss. So yeah, nice face on it, decent size. I absolutely love it. It's a game changer, and the fact that it was Selleria stitching for me was the real winner. But I know it's upside down, but isn't she fabulous? So yeah, she was, believe it or not, an eBay purchase from a jewellery company, got it fully authenticated. All good, was an absolute fraction of the price, and this is literally what my husband bought me for my 50th birthday, because it wasn't cheap, but it was an absolute keeper. Now, The next lot are all from the same brand, and you've seen one of these at least before. But the next one also needs a new battery, and it's what I got for my 40th birthday from my hubby. And it's this absolutely beautiful watch from Vivienne Westwood, surprisingly. So what I love about this is the size. So what you haven't seen yet, if you look, is it says Vivienne Westwood along here. It's got your little dial there. It's beautiful, like kind of burgundy colour, so way before burgundy was trendy. And I love it literally because it's a circle and it sticks up and it's eye-catching, but it's not like in your face, oh my god, that watch would be seen from outer space. To me, that's almost a bit quiet luxury like, it's just classic. Hopefully you like it. If you don't, you don't. I guess that's your view. But yeah, just everything from the simple buckle to the fact again that it's I do love a leather strap on a watch. I think that's just going back to childhood, but like it's curved like that on the little dial. It's so easy to wear. I just think it's fabulous. There we go. That's better. You can see it. So the next two are also Vivienne Westwood. Now, the next one I'm going to show you was my absolute favourite ride or die. If you've watched some of my recent unboxings, you'll know why it's not my ride or die just now. And it is this absolutely beautiful watch. Hopefully it's not too bad, the opinion of it, but it's an amazing green coloured face with your gold style. Again, lots of links taken off. It's got your Vivienne Westwood orb on this part. There we go, you can see that better now. On the face, it has the orb at the very top with Vivienne Westwood underneath. I love the chunkiness of this. Again, it's one of those old bracelet styles that, you know, I remember my dad having those when I was a kid, that's how he would put on a watch, and I love it. But yeah, very chunky, very different feel from my other watches. It's an absolute beauty. I bought it for myself. I'm not ashamed to say I got it to celebrate a new job, and it's a job I absolutely loved, so it was absolutely worth it. But yeah, this was my ride or die watch for quite some time. I barely wore anything but this, just because I think it just looks classy as anything, but without the ridiculous price tag to match. So yeah, obviously it looks small in the strap just because I've got little wrists. So if you're thinking like Cartier size, I would probably be a smaller size. I definitely am for Pandora, if that's more your style. But yeah, that's it. Absolute beauty. I think you can still get this one at Vivienne Westwood as well. For me, it was all about the green face, because that green is just amazing. And my final one, I really haven't worn any watch since I got this. That's my Vivienne Westwood Strand watch. Now, when I wear this, people are like, oh, that's so bling, and I'll be like, yep, and they think it's a bracelet, and I'm like, oh, I've got a surprise. But yeah, you've got your orb and everything on the back for that part. Obviously, the key component of the watch is the orb, which is obviously designed to symbolise like the kind of the Queen's crown and the punk movement from Vivienne Westwood from all back in the day. It's got a beautiful face. It's got that lovely kind of rose gold colour into it. Rose gold isn't something that I've got a lot of things of. So for me, that was the only thing I had to think about. But given pearls, I absolutely adore pearls. I always want like kind of more punky style pearls, but yeah, there you go. That just shows it with absolute beauty. To me, it just goes with everything. I wear this literally with like a band t-shirt and jeans through to a nice dress when I'm going to work, or or like a long dress if it's summer and the weather's okay outside with like sandals and things. So for me, she's just really adaptable, and I love the fact that my local Vivienne Westwood store were able to take some of these links out the back. That's why there's a few less of them, and it's just great. I also love the fact that it just sits there and it's heavy. I know it's on. So for me, again, two chunky watches, some thinner watches too, but I absolutely love it. So I'd love your views in the comments if anyone's interested to let me know what their thoughts are. Um, and I'll maybe just squeeze in the Betsey Johnson watch I was telling you about. This for me is an everyday watch. What I love is the skulls, the flowers, the massive numbers on it, all the way down the strap. It's that plastic strap. It reminds me of a Swatch watch. If you grew up in the same era as me, people had those Swatch watches. That's not easy to say, is it? Swatch watches on their walls. And there were clocks in your room, so there might be at least one of my subscribers knows what I'm talking about there. But for me, the pink face is what it's all about. It goes lovely with my pre-mani tracksuit I'm wearing today. You might see a lot of this. It's also got pink here, but yeah, TK Maxx purchase, I think it was less than £20 definitely. I do love Betsey Johnson stuff, I'll be really honest. I've always I have alluded to that kind of punk type of love, you know. I was probably born in the wrong generation. I absolutely would have been an emo without the personality of an emo because I love all the music, and yeah, I would have just been the blonde emo with curly hair, just giving it you know. Definitely when I went to see My Chemical Romance, I felt like I was the only person not in their emo state from back in the day. So yeah, I was definitely a little bit older than the target people, but yeah, it was a great gig. But yeah, that's my last one. So that's my real everyday watch that if something happened to it, I wouldn't be devastated. Whereas if anything happened to that Vivienne Westwood Strand watch with the pearls, I'd be really upset because that was limited edition. But yeah, this is my ride or die absolute classic that goes with me when I go shopping or whatever. It's an absolute beauty, and it's such a simple watch to style. So hopefully you've enjoyed a slightly different content on my channel for that today. I'll be filming some more videos today, so you may see a little bit of this pink tracksuit for a while. I promise you, I've not worn it in like about 8 videos in a row, because that would be really tinky, especially if I hadn't washed it. But I wanted to say a massive thank you for coming back to my channel if you've come back here, and hopefully you're enjoying the content. And if you've got anything you want to suggest to me, any watches, anything that you think, wow, looks beautiful, great price, I'm always interested, because I think with the current economy, price is becoming a much bigger factor for 90% of people out there. And that's likely the reason why even Chanel aren't going to do price increases anymore. Spoiler alert, it's because they've put them to the price they want, so they have the customers they want, I think. But anyway, I'll leave you to that. If you watch my next videos, I'm going to split up my Vivienne Westwood jewellery collection into some types. So there'll probably be like rings, bracelets, earrings, definitely. Maybe a couple of necklaces. There might be some that are a little collection of earrings and necklace to match type of thing, because yes, I am that person. I just always wear the same necklace though, which is more infuriating. But thank you so much for coming back. Hopefully you like this video and like my next one as well. I'm obviously changing the channel slightly, but it's just to show you some of the things that I absolutely know and love that might actually inspire you to take a look at a different brand, especially if you're like me, you're actually looking at some lower priced items now. But thanks so much for joining me today. Take care, everybody.